Welcome to Tech Sunday Funday, all of the latest tech news in one place. While this week wasn't as jam-packed as last week, we still got some really exciting product releases. So let's go. DJI makes the best drones, pretty much at every single price level. Everything from beginner drones to professional drones to blockbuster movie-making drones. Their mini range of drones are the most accessible ones, since they weigh less than the all-important 250 grams. Why is this important? Because any heavier and you need to register it with your respective authority, which means taking it on travel just probably isn't an option. DJI's latest Mini Pro 4 builds on its excellent line of beginner drones with omnidirectional obstacle sensing and double the transmission distance. This means you're less likely to fly the drone into a tree, and you can fly from further away. The Mini Pro 4 can record at 4K up to 100 FPS, so perfect for panning slow motion shots, and can capture high resolution 48 megapixel photos. It has a battery life of 40 minutes, and has a video transmission range of 20 kilometers. It goes on sale for $759. Sennheiser's new Accentum headphones are an affordable alternative to their flagship range, the Momentum series. Apparently, they're designed to outperform their price tag, which is always a good thing. They support high-resolution Bluetooth codecs with support for aptX and aptX HD codecs. The headphones are tuned to be bassy and have striking clarity. The Accentum also have hybrid active noise cancellation technology, a great perk at this price. But don't expect it to be as good as the more expensive noise-cancelling headphones. Impressively, they pack 50 hours of battery life. The headphones have on-ear controls, comprising of 4 main buttons, situated at the base of the right ear cup. In Sennheiser's companion app, you can then customize the function of these buttons and change the headphones' EQ sound modes and active noise cancellation profiles to your liking. They retail for £160 or $180. The latest Mac software, MacOS Sonoma, was just released and brings it closer in line with iOS 17 and iPadOS 17. Key features include an Apple TV-like slow-motion panning screensaver. I've always been a big fan of these, so I'm glad they've made their way over to the Mac. Widgets seem to be a huge theme in Apple OS, and now Mac widgets are now available on your desktop. They look pretty much exactly like the ones on iPad and iPhone. Video conferencing gets a cool boost with the ability to overlay yourself in front of a presentation, as if you're actually standing in front of it. And when you're presenting in full screen, you can appear in a small floating bubble. Safari now lets you create profiles, something Chrome and other browsers have done for years. So you're able to separate your work tabs from your study tabs and from your personal ones. Beyerdynamic, the legendary headphone maker, has made its first ever pair of wireless gaming headphones with the MMX 200 wireless headphones. They support Bluetooth 5.3, and for the occasions where you need low latency, they support a low latency wireless adapter. The wireless receiver supports PC, PlayStation, but sadly not Xbox. You'll have to plug them directly into the Xbox controller if you want to use it with Xbox. They have 40mm drivers, which supposedly delivers powerful bass, clear mids, and detailed highs. The battery life is impressive at 35 to 50 hours of use per charge. And fantastically, all of the components have been designed for self-repair, with replacement parts available. This is brilliant. Other headphone manufacturers, please take note. They go on sale for $250. Do you like racing games but can't afford a racing simulator? Or just don't have the space? Not to worry. Logitech has the answer for you with the Logitech Playseat Challenge X. The Playseat is a racing sim cockpit that folds away, so you don't need a dedicated gaming room to use it. It retails for $299. Despite being a young tech company, Nothing already has a budget-oriented focused sub-brand called CMF. Under this brand, Nothing has released a pair of wireless earbuds called the Buds Pro, though I doubt they're very pro. They retail for an astoundingly affording price of £49 or $49. Despite this, they still include noise cancellation and feature transparency modes. Battery life is very impressive at 11 hours with ANC switched off. with 39 hours of additional battery life provided by the case. It's also suitable for working out with an IP rating of IP54 dust and water resistance, which means it's fine to deal with sweat and the occasional splash. This matches more expensive earbuds like the AirPods Pro. Alongside the earbuds, nothing also released for Watch Pro, which I also doubt isn't very pro. It has a 1.96-inch OLED screen, which is slightly larger than the 45mm Apple Watch. It has built-in GPS, an IP68 rating, and it also has a plethora of health features, such as measuring your heart rate, blood oxygen, sleep, daily steps. It also has 110 sports mode. If it's to be believed, it can also last up to 13 days on a single charge. Astoundingly, all of this costs just £69 or $69. We'll have to see whether it's any good. Next up is a product that I'm personally very excited for. It comes from Danish brand AIAIAI. AIAIAI are most famously known for creating modular DJ studio focused headphones. Admirably, their headphones are very sustainable, with a user repairable design, responsible use of materials, and an abundance of spare parts. Their latest product is a wireless battery powered pair of studio speakers, the Unit 4 Wireless. They're designed to take your music creation studio anywhere. The Unit 4s are capable of producing studio sound, which is to say they have a neutral frequency response with a bass extension going down to 40 Hz. They have a companion app which also allows you to tweak the sound. Despite these speakers being targeted towards music producers, I actually think they'll make for excellent desktop speakers. At least that's what I'd use them for. They go on sale for €800. Fitbit's latest fitness tracker, the Charge 6, is a more Google-fied and enhanced version of the Charge 5. The Charge 6 has an haptic button in place of a disappointing inductive one from the last couple of generations. Fingers crossed that the haptic one can simulate the feeling of a physical button, because the inductive one sucked. The Charge 6 has an optical heart rate monitor, accelerometer, built-in GPS, GLONASS, SpO2, temperature sensor, and a multi-purpose electrical sensors for electrodermal activity and EKG readings, and advanced heart health alerts. Wow, that is a lot of sensors. So the Charge 6 is ready for almost any health-related needs. Heart rate monitoring is meant to be more accurate than the Charge 6 and takes measurements every second during workouts. In terms of Googleification of the Charge 6, it supports Google Maps, YouTube Music, and more importantly, supports Google Wallet, which supports many more banks than Fitbit Pay. Unfortunately, YouTube Music is the only onboard music streaming service. That's a shame because it still doesn't quite hold up to the likes of Spotify. Charge 6 can now pair with certain gym machines over Bluetooth to let them track your heart rate, and the Charge 6 has a new lower price of $159. Next up, virtual reality fans rejoice, the Meta Quest 3 is here, and it looks to be a compelling upgrade over the Quest 2, and even the Quest Pro. The most noticeable difference between the Quest 3 and Quest 2 is size. The Quest 2 was rather uncomfortable and front heavy. Thankfully, the Quest 3 is 40% smaller, largely due to the new pancake lenses inside, which not only offer a size reduction, but also improve clarity. Quest 3 upgrades the screen resolution to a dual 2064 by 2208 pixel display, and is powered by a more powerful Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 chipset, which should lead to improved performance and fidelity when playing games. Quest 3 also has depth sensors, something that was missing from the Quest Pro, to enable rich augmented reality experience. Imagine aliens coming out of your walls, or playing a tabletop board game on top of your coffee table. It allows the headset to scan your physical surroundings automatically without the need to trace out your playing boundaries. Don't expect Apple Vision Pro levels of augmented reality, but this should be a huge improvement over Meta's previous headsets, which had limited augmented reality potential. Controllers are now slimmed down and don't have large circular rings for tracking. They rely on new algorithms which supposedly improve tracking. There are some much needed quality of life improvements too, including a focus wheel which lets you adjust the distance between lenses, And the headsets are now more glasses friendly, with a face pad including a button to adjust the distance between the eyes and your lenses. The Quest 3 looks like an impressive upgrade over the Quest 2. It retails for $499 or £479 for the 128GB model, or £619 or $649 for the 512GB model. Last but certainly not least are Ray-Ban's latest collaboration with Meta. Their last effort, the Ray-Ban Stories, were kind of mediocre at best, with disappointing camera quality. The latest Ray-Ban Meta glasses look like a significant upgrade. The Ray-Ban Meta glasses offer a discreet way to listen to music, take phone calls, and take pictures. Meta's latest glasses have a 12-megapixel camera which can take much better photos, and can film up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. The lens even have image stabilization to allow for smoother video recording. There's a larger LED that alerts other users when you're capturing a video, and audio should be improved with 5 microphones up from 3. You're able to live stream directly to Instagram or Facebook. The speakers are 50% louder and more directional than before, which should aid both phone calls and music listening. You can interact with glasses via voice commands, and battery life is quoted to be around 6 hours of active use. The charging case looks to be smaller before, and looks very premium. It can charge the glasses up to 8 times. The Ray-Ban Meta glasses retail for $299. So that's the tech wrap-up of the week. What of those products excited you the most? For me, it was the Meta Quest 3. I think it's going to make augmented reality more accessible to the masses. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until then, I'll see you next time.